Testamentum electis meis iuravi David, servo meo. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Glory to you, O Lord. Jesus said to his disciples, "You must not allow yourselves to be called Rabbi, since you have only one Master, and you are all brothers. You must call no one on earth your Father, since you have only one Father, and he is in heaven. Nor must you allow yourselves to be called teachers, for you have only one teacher, the Christ. The greatest among you must be your servant. Anyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and anyone who humbles himself will be exalted." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Anyone who humbles himself will be exalted. Humility is an integral part of communion of soul. We think today of the bonding between these holy souls, both eventually bishops, both anchored in the contemplative life. Basil, Bishop of Caesarea, and Gregory Nazianzen, eventually Bishop of Constantinople, an important see. But these somehow were two souls molten in one bond. Indeed, Gregory talks about one soul in two bodies. They were students together at Athens, the Oxford of the time, and they did not compete to beat one the other, but rather were glad when the other scored higher marks. This can often happen in souls that really wish the true good of another person. Competitiveness disappears, and they genuinely enjoy, without envy or jealousy, the joy of the other. They say that it's only the Father who is not envious of the Son. Why? Because it's his own glory. But something of that comes through in true friendship. Pride and competitiveness, one-upmanship, devastates friendship and communion of soul. It's only when one is humble enough to be able to enter into the other and see things as he sees them that true bonding can really take place. How many partnerships in marriage fail because of lack of humility? Power struggles even in marriage. And how much more in communities? There are beautiful communities of prayer where these power struggles are absent. Why? Because the souls who look really into the eyes of Jesus couldn't really care. They're so petty, these issues, before the big issue of love. Whereas communities which are not healthy make big things of these issues. Control. But there are also situations of control within marriage. It would seem that the female sex can have a tendency to be controlling at times, usually by indirect means, but nevertheless pretty powerful moods. But in the male sex too, even in church life, it can be there. Ambition. And then one asks oneself, who is actually being served? There is the case of Father Stephen Shire, who some years ago had a fatal accident, and he was shown his life, and he was not going in the right direction, it would seem, at his death. And he was given to understand that he'd been a priest for 12 years for himself. He was given a second chance through the intervention of Our Blessed Lady and made a complete U-turn and is now going around America giving his testimony, but warning against certain things. One thing he warns against seriously is the abuse of the sacrament of reconciliation, where one actually has no intention of changing anything. What happens there is that grace abused actually can withdraw. Whereas, as in marriage and friendship, openness to the other invites more intimacy, so too with Jesus Christ, spouse of the soul, openness to the tiny promptings of grace leads to more grace, more sanctity, and therefore more intimacy. For all bonding of friends in this life is but a pale reflection of the true bonding of the soul with its King, its intimate friend. This we need to work upon in this coming year. Jesus, you are enough, and in you will I love all others, but with your love, and treat them as you would in me. Ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas